NVIDIA to release RTX 4070 Super in January. RTX 4070 Ti Super, RTX 4080 Super? Now that their specifications have been completely leaked, the core frequency, display memory configuration and frequency are all released. RTX 4070 Super will be the first to be released in the middle of the month. Core number AD104350. Number of CUDA cores increased from 5,888 to 7,168. The range is 21.7%, the largest of the three models. The amplitude of the largest core reference frequency slightly increased by 60 MHz to 1980 MHz. The acceleration frequency is maintained at 2475 MHz, and the display memory is completely unchanged. Still 192-bit 12GB GDD or 6x, equivalent frequency 21 GHz. 504GB S bandwidth due to increased core size. The power consumption of the whole card increased from 200W to 220W, only 10%. It is also the only increase in the three models. RTX 4070 Ti Super Core upgrade from AD104 to AD103 275. Number of CUDA cores increased from 7,680 to 8,448. Exactly 10%. The core frequency is also a small increase of 30 MHz to 2340 MHz. The acceleration will remain unchanged at 2610 MHz, and the video memory will change the most. 192-bit 12GB GDD or 6x increased to 256-bit 16GB. The frequency is still 21 GHz, so the bandwidth is greatly expanded to 672GB S. Power consumption unchanged or 285W. RTX 4080 Super will finally debut at the end of the month. Core number changed to AD103400. The number of CUDA cores increased by 5% from 9,728 to 10,240. Core frequency is sincere, benchmark. Acceleration increased by 90 MHz, 50 MHz to 2295 MHz. 2550 MHz. More powerful video memory. 256-bit 16GB GDD or 6x with constant capacity. But the equivalent frequency increased from 22.4 GHz to 23 GHz, thus setting a record for the RTX 40 series. Even higher than RTX 4092 1 GHz, the bandwidth thus reaches 736GB S. The power consumption is also unchanged, or 320W. The public version of the power supply interface is 12 VHPW or 16-pin. It is said that the currently known non-public version is also 12 VHPWR. Is it mandatory? Pay attention. The release of the RTX 40 Super series is still divided into two waves. The first day is the public version, original version of the evaluation announcement. The next day is the evaluation announcement and collective listing of the high-profile version. So what do you think about this? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area, and we will discuss it together.